enkobo besia no to a certain level.
That is, you can't the debt to GDP as
yes.
Until on say we what you call IMF no conditions of the mine ne can be reduce it until either say we grow. What you say?
Yeah,
we grow, be dey be more grow, and I say obosia no na abeteso and na taxes e so.
Yeah,
jo tia dey about 55% to GDP.
We say per the World Bank almost standards no. Say oje a car a dawo no a go beyond 55% a disaster.
Yes,
you don't in fact you don't qualify for any credit, so a disaster. But
right,
what do we see?
Evans, my end try na yene Kwame Asante in come from Tamale and share earlier in Kasai na anopa be around 8:15 there of any din come now you share the preparation towards the official launch. My meaning come on and share which I could be now just about 13 minutes to hit 2. Kwame memo hamo akwa ba bi aboko there. Great. Now you're about 13 minutes to hit 2 p.m. And then what you say Tamale?
They say they make me a Tamale Jubilee Park, Ayama, and a child flower, a doctor, and Tamalifua. They make a teacher and a bencher, a big Tamale, and I said, Utrana, and Tamale, Africa, I do and that's a picture of the say down some of Ayama. I said we talk about 5 years no and I say something to the don't say yeah we gonna be the I say I did for my ocean that's no every and I just a travel more they say we saw aka yes yes na na ka official yes to Tamale the man na we no equal and na use no no any ya national chairman e be the man NDC na the show at the party machinery na no executive from national yes and na dura at no we see ya for na kamera na oye MC ewo example lot ewo oya not we have we ono so abisia ono ena se no o se campaign NDC no area na ono so area champion leadership ewo head office e ma NDC amanitiro ono so aba abisi semelika ono so aba down so we na just one here we na abisi ewo and that so and part about and I can put now if you are a part of the first one, yeah, let us if you are not coming to the plan, now if you are Muhammad at the ground, then I also yeah, it is access to you. The animal is the Swat ever had the walk of the man, Yaya, or one mountain, every Amasa, and the but you answer all of us. Was a test, the what is you have now, if you said you're not the line of the now, everyone can never to that. After I say, and the leader that, every account, now if you don't educate everyone can answer that. Yeah, get national education officer. Yeah, I am married to some child. Well, not it's not possible after all what this one yeah, no. It's the family is all looking yeah, so the amount for national and it's not happen. The next time everyone can have to ask yeah. I can get a chair a staff for action what you ever never you are not ever find we are just receiving the and I see regular executive happen and share the ever offer and I want to the company for who stadium everyone can ask and Sabrana, but the Dijon German and Ankasa, and the up of campaign or no room to the more air the more ever house to buy, your campaign almost last year, there was a 60% that was so common and the mentioned a year. But that's where, for instance, the more ever for after campaign. You know, how they use your cannon, now the year majority leader, not the minority leader, but that added to us what that canon. The open the Chinese air now check the TV a very much that just Tamale in Akoma and a party will not come to our open. That added to the we are at the one. We are sharing the little added to now other kind of person will not be making whether they access not be let the manager go sorry after a manual over there goes to Elhana and also actually a shot here now that does go down on the woman. And yet, and what's that on that? And for all the people reasons, this was the enemy to personal area target. In that area, not whether after two, every man is from one party for party. Ahoke Kane said here, that decision now party taking some debate Tamale no. Omoje say. Well, let's not say omoje so esan say esan hospital any pandemic added to our ha. So when you say abo manasua, the lad say omoje added to our ha. The because I say I am mad that no everything. To be back, I was I am much better. If you know, a proud, whatever you live in, and no higher than you know, everything you know, what the years you are happy. So we say, oh my, and then outside the back, and what else. So they are going to learn that my own inside you, and also that's it, and some of the other every other teacher. That's it, I like that, a strong one. But when we ask about attention to get a red dot for the rest and other people ever have. Aha, I am on this walk at them, and across the country. No more a year, and the famous staff on this letter to Tamale, the Papa. And one positive and air banner. Now it is also a partial air banner. Thousand and other places now other family. Yeah, and no one a what a that's why it's or maybe a teacher and they are very trusting. I'll get to by you, Emma, or more extra more. The Luna added to everything.
Right, Kwame, my info is here. Besa ba all right, Kwame Asante, a reporter. Yes. So, therefore, Mutie, we the live coverage of the NDC's official campaign launch. Yes. And Eguswa Yede Ebrono. Osha TV3. Enche Yebefa feed no. Enche cry befa. Yes. Yebe join feed na yede the oho de abremo. But this is here ya say party emperifo nyina no atena say MPs regional chairman obia wo ho all the pieces. You see this is the platform also come hu dia also betima ye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also timi ko Juba sentimental all the pieces in the region. Omoko. Yeah. You see, and then you can't miss this.
Now, Sir John,
I must be with this.
Yes, Sir John.
Discussion now.
Was it we shall place an immediate moratorium on all non-concessional borrowing and pursue our bilateral and multilateral partners for more concessional financing and grant into
Evans, you see, Bosia Bono sounds no can Brofono also. Now the Obian catcher said, who was that? Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, right? Sir Bosia Boya, the lazy man.
In fact, as Lausuka said, the Bosnian they echiche man can call 16 years.
To me there are some promises I am in person. Me cry me place much premium on those things say.
Obebo.
What you say?
Obebo. It will ye
I join here.
It is Sir John. I think the next way say complete ongoing projects instead of rushing to start new ones. And I think say you see we're new in our constitution. Idea we say any new in our constitution.
But you ask yourself principles of state policy.
So you ask yourself, say, a is so difficult for successive government to continue project the former government, and then the predecessor,
Chapter 6 of the 1992 Constitution.
So for like they say MPP we 8 years, young commission. When you so for like commission.
Oh, I mean you see there. A home crying here.
When you see young commission. Okay.
Set touches in the dorsum.
But NPP na share.
Be about no be so.
NPP na share.
Yes.
NPP. Mahama ba buy otoaso.
Prof Mills.
Prof buy obeyebi. Na Nanado so buy ono so eyebi. But see Nanado eko but yen commission.
Akoma FM 87.9.
Yen commission.
This is so I'm touching you know. A project a very monumental.
But omunwie.
No omunwie.
Ha.
Nti say the omo kan. So omo win here. That means say. So I'm touching you know.
Yeah, so beto aso.
Yeah, so obeto aso.
Beto aso. So timi winning kwande ya. Yeah, so beto aso. It is a John. No. But Sir John, you can go on and on. Back where say me there. That is if only they will do it. But again, say anytime be as a me share our policy we are. Now me share the financiers of the party. Tamale refinery. Sir John.
I'm some man.
Tema oil refinery a more brebia incident meaning we be deliberate.
Obi anim.
Deliberate na nsem no ontimi nka na kasinti. Deliberate.
Yeah.
MPP ni NDC pese tema oil refinery e function e be function. Ama fan wa ye turn aboard den wo Ghana ha say no aba form. Deliberate. But right. I don't. Yeah. This is a question be. It's a question. No, Tamale legend mo trans no musu busai.
Yes, they are him.
Adentina Northern Region. Sir John, and regional balance ba.
Oh, I utie General Secretary.
Sano kai by regional balance. You know why?
Also how normal the heartbeat.
And regional balance. And regional balance in Tinema and NDC Northern Region.
Yeah, we call the northern part of Ghana.
The reality is that now 2024 battlegrounds are Northern Region. Don't forget, say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and the NPP, the ruling NPP best performance and the best performance as far as Northern Region vote is concerned. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and ever since that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia be a running mate and in federals to to the running mate of the vice president of the republic. Northern region I held for the NDC. In fact, in 2020 elections, no skirt and blouse. MPP won a lot of seats. Northern region and ensure say not the Ashanti region, because I've told you say Ashanti region. In terms of nominal figures, yes, we appreciate it, but in terms of percentage, they dropped from 76% to 71%. So you cannot say Ashanti region performed well, sir. But Northern region, MPP did better. And they say 99. I'm talking about Northern region. I'm not talking about Upper East, Upper West. Maybe not even Savannah and whatever you. 99. So. Eti NDC realize say so ma moment ni anya dia. Okay, they may be doing well down south, but share Northern region as a pharmacy. The reason why they are in Tamale at the moment, because they are losing the Northern region, and honye sama NDC. And from a board down south, but up north. Yes, because Baumia fever no no some of the paramount chiefs and some of them can for Baumia we NDC near you won't feel comfortable yɛmbɛhyɛ wo nokure wo mu no nti strategic sɛ John ɛnyɛ me nwanwa koraa sɛ wote sɛ ɔmo manifesto ma bɛ launch Ashanti region NDC manifesto they are targeting 35% of vote share in the Ashanti region 35%, which has never happened. In fact, Matnafia Haka say NDC 26% in the Ashanti region. The last time they had 26% in the Ashanti region, they won the elections. So 2020 was the first time in the history of the party only at 26% in the Ashanti region now Omentimia winning elections. Ever since NDC by 1992. So targeted 35% no Omuni say achievable because now they are looking at apathy. Say obi MPP ni se ne buofu a onkoto aba ne kra. Enti enkrofo no omuntu ni bum. We no to nchen a there are other members of the MPP almost so they are they love NDC. But Mahama name be a okano and also to Mahama. But I don't say they love NDC. So they will go and vote for Mahama, but when it comes to the parliamentary, they will vote for the MPP. And also so skirt and blouse no beat me across power Ashanti region. So they say John, it is dynamics no very very interesting. It's 2024 battlegrounds on here Accra View.
Right now share data now. The NDC or the MPP is gaining some strength award the northern
absolutely region. They are gaining a lot of strength in the northern region.
Strategically also how we position
yes
at the end of the day
because you don't forget say down south now who say who peja umuno Oba Ashanti region your stronghold.
Men kind of cry said the northern belt.
Yes,
you can't northern region. That's
northern belt. So the 6 regions in
yes, the northern belt
or 5 or 6.
Yes.
6.
MPP is gaining strength.
Yes.
The also your name.
Yes. 5 or 4. Upper East, yes. Upper West, Savannah, Northeast, and a northern region. So 5. Yeah.
Because you see in 2020 we share the northern region the MPP gained about 46% in the northern region northern region kwao and the NDC in 53% in the northern region Savannah so NPP again some 35% for Savannah the NDC 63% and in the northeast NPP nya 51% and the NDC nya 47%.
That is Baumia stronghold.
You get it.
Not Baumia stronghold.
You get it. And so also if we share the northern together in the northern region together and NPP nya 45%.
It was we share the history of the MPP. Say Baumiaka said he has been the best performing vice president and running mate for the MPP Enyamwa. Because we have voter or the free northern region abre MPP or unmatched. Or unmatched. Not Aliu Mahama, not 26 Kwalesene Senate Great Alliance, not Aliu Mahama, not so after Aliu Mahama crowd. We Aliu Mahama free on about Baumiabai. Aliu Mahama
from the
Great Aliu Mahama,
from the
and about Baumiaba. Eti obiti say does matter to pempe. Ejuma dane so pa. Standard about Baumia setiama no no ne.
So northeast in so crowd northeast and they can some northeast asem. NPP won in terms of the valley the entire vote together. It is becoming too serious for the NDC.
Yes, the NDC
say General Crown General Secretary of the NDC can say a honey the heartbeater. They are losing
grounds. You're losing grounds. You see, me who say after our campaign, no, the northern region or the 5 regions in the north, no, be a special project for the NDC. Because, look, say global info analysis, Yaba.
Wrap it up now.
Maybe yes, second a year we'll go into it. But Sir John, the fact of the matter is that the NDC position and ne Jina Bia ewo northern region enye papsa compared to the MPP. MPP continues to gain momentum despite the fact that people are crying. So any who say dynamics no down south and up north no different.
Who him say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
he different.
Was spending there 3 weeks.
The
northern region.
No, there's every month.
I said the northern region. All of them.
Look, on your northern region,
3 weeks.
Ashanti region can go. Let me cancel the now those days. Let me cancel.
You see, because as you see, the interesting aspect of this discussion is that say one performing well as the flag bearer. Now, yeah, the performance as a flag bearer as running mates. Analysis. It means that the impact now, the man is on the man. The NPP winning most seats in the northern belt no. Abafom. Until the obeso ye bia no said the bear obetimi retain improve I better than what he did as running mate no. Also ye.
Na Sir John bibi.
Because also performing more than what he did as running mate.
Yes.
Because now we are running mate no. One make key party no popular or one more to me again some strength. Now be a flag bearer. Until bibia also ye said the bear obe maintain that performance no also ye in fact 20 million for be can cross maintaining
young in an event crash when timi win 2024 elections or saw an opportunity to go into 2028 now what message be now they call
yes
Akoma a delegate of the party it was so timinya message be say Mary ni kra no Oko a northern region the 5 regions in the north may perform better. So, and another thing so say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is sustaining improving momentum our northern region. That is so performing a year the 2020 record now. Ohia Ashanti region crowd 75% no more target in Kanwa. Are you one NDC? That is why this particular election is not a done deal. So NDC now say election way a done deal. Say Ashanti region, okay, apatina NDC for whom say wahano. Of course, yes, the advantage say wahano. We have 5 months to the elections. Say December, na say near mass na say omo imagine so okay, omo to ni boom dia ma eye MPP. And found the basic Greater Accra.
Okay.
And found the basic Central, Western, and found the basic Western North. And for the basic voter region, that massive support from the Ashanti region, that overwhelming support from the northern region will make the MPP break the.
So the battlefield in this year's election
will be there.
Will
be in the northern region,
and not
the Greater Accra region.
So let's see how a Hansusono, the MPP will also see. So let's see. And to say after the NDC's campaign launch, what do you think the NPP should also target in terms of almost official events?
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia should continue to maintain the momentum in the northern regions. Baby are already enough east there. 2020 records naturally say our firm grip into over consolidating against our northeast. Now, Yamma Savannah region. Adia went to me and your Savannah region, no, Uncle View ho. Yako northern region proper. Tamale Central, Semna making. Dear went to me and you ho no. Uncle Trust ho, not the only improving against. After we are Omunga upper east, upper west. So they say, also Uncle say ho. Now for Ashanti region, say MPP crowd targeted 2 regions. The northern region in Amiens 1 block. So there's a 5 region in the north, me 1 block. Now Otimi performing ye at least only 3 regions in the north. one for Ashanti region 75%. Unya 75%. All team be one for is unya 75 no. One for Meka home. We'll break it into
87.9 Kumasi.
My yamete for yamete for Nkaisi Guswa de discussion ahead of the campaign launch of the NDC our Tamale Jubilee Park and to be able to join the feed no but more share on Facebook no I was the running mates at the former President John Dramani Mahama Professor Abba Prof Abba Bidrunti and now we see ya na yede feed no go so yede brown to wait my journey live on our Facebook page now so waboy na etime de hon komo ye nti since 96 the best for the NPP in the northern region was share the trend a progressive na kakra no more because in 2000 I mean 2004 was our 35.6%. So far the medical said the best and ye hui but adiana amana ye hu say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bae no kakra
from the
yes oba from Mamin Chef from 2016 from 2016 and I am quite to 2008 and to 2008
well everything go 2008
okay so 38.1% 38.8% in 2012
as under a year Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia
yes
as running mates
yes until you see how
progress steadily
then in 2012 was 38.8% and now Ibenya 41.3% in 2016 and look at now currently about 45%.
You see
Inti Echo say or just
5%. No, we're breaking even. You see, I'm found say consistently from 96 presidential elections in the NDC and they're winning in now. About the parliamentary now. And then only omudi chimpe. And then Bawumia MPP and the NDC edi chimpe wo a northern region. Eti don't sit there and say dandle. Don't sit down.
Before 2020 I can 9 from 2016 I mean there was a point that 12 against 2 crown in that was in 2000.
Yeah. Only 2 MPs and an seat and an MPP war.
The 2004 was 4 against 12 when the addition the creation of other constituencies as well. 3 against 12 in 2008, 6 against 11.
Yeah,
and then 9 as we speak.
It meant na home.
It meant then you have to say
that form.
So strategically, the NDC who said this is
no. They have to do something
because
it's not one northern region.
And minim if say hadier no because Ashanti region in the analysis is so a very key.
Yeah.
Minim say hano omo say omo wie omanya awura adwene mo wie that.
No, I can tell you say the NDC who call areas no matter targeted certain constituencies omo say ombetimi aboewrem. Sir John, let us be very specific. NDC who say ometimi asaje tapabiu 2012 na ekuta omonsa eboa good
I do say
omunzo tapa ometimi age enti a special project for them offense north omo say a open contest
87.9 Kumasi
because the gap between a year in fact the last time omo back closer a year Augustine Collins in team I think that was in 2016 or so Augustine Collins in team any the former DC no hey I don't know why I'm maintaining over the wall so into offensive north and so baby NDC who say omubitimi age already omo drop on so omo ni wadu bia say omo adra and omo asamwase 4 constituencies out of the 47 constituencies in the NPP 43 so omo timije tepa eje offensive north Oma benya 6 constituencies.
But let's not forget, say, yebetimi enya a surprise also somewhere in some constituencies. Even the NDC
constituency, I mean, when say MPP betimi anje. Eni mekatameni amu say edima NDC. Draw constituency.
Me da say Evans, mamin komra, abusa ya Johnny Feed no na. Yeah, share the ekoso ewo Tamale Jubilee Park, the NDC campaign launch. Eguso ekoso my emfa feed no. Brepemu no ye beba na ye no watron komo no.
Na Kumasi.
Jobai. Tamale ose ye. Yo. Tamale ose ye. Yo, Tamale o, yeah, Tamale o, yo, Ghana, ose, yeah, yo, Ghana, yeah, Ghana, yeah. It is now time for the official start of today's historic event. As you know already, the running mate, and inshallah, the incoming first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jeno Kwajamani is in the house. So, boy. And very soon, the flag bearer and leader of the great NDC will enter this ground. So, boy. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. DJ.
Joboy, now as we wait for our father to come so that we can officially start this program, I am going to introduce to you the man who will be helping me to MC this program. Because as you know, my Dagbani is not good. Joboy, are you ready for Honorable Assisi Power?
Yay!
Are you ready for the member of parliament, for the people of Tamale now? The honorable,
The man you will check out what my bang the Yamang the young Gura. Chalia Karukum, hey. Now Albarakani, now de Sogo, Zungo, Nyala, Dabsik Handele, and Zante, to do the camp. Got a Simpson at the Panawani. We must give God the glory for such a beautiful day. It is a day that history is being launched. The fact that for over 30 years, this is the first time any major political party is launching a campaign in the northern region is historic on its own, and we are grateful. Again, we are launching this to return a man to the Flagstaff House, a son of the soil. Let me hear you say, hey. Topumpo, Jingo Kutojini. Kada palati zanglemeneng naun nuni. Ama tugulme nekpamba mazajini. Katanan zangshima neng naun nuni.
Yes. Boy.
Hey.
Incoming President of the Republic of Ghana.
His
Excellency.
John.
Let me see your hand.
His Excellency.
John. The victory of the NDC is coming again.
His
Excellency.
Well, so that is the former president, John Dramani Mahama, also the flag bearer of the NDC. Then very interesting song.
Absolutely.
As well.
Clearly, there should be have some communication as to why they are using Bob Marley's One Love to welcome the flag bearer. And this is like one of the high points of today's event, the arrival of the flag bearer, and then also when he gets to address them. But the choice of song to welcome him is pretty interesting. Something must have informed him. Maybe we don't know, but we can speculate that maybe it is to send a message that truly and really our differences should be put aside. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, that beyond today, we canon together as a mega ball and roll across the country, you know, break down every sort of opposition and get the message out to people's homes and ears so they can vote for us. So yeah, John Mahama is on the podium now. We'll be joining the other dignitaries, exchange pleasantries, and then also settle. And like Sami Jemfi, communications officer of the party, indicated, the event is now officially beginning. So, I mean, our analysis would also include what exactly John Mahama will be saying. How does he intend to drive a passionate message to these people to get them to agree with him that, look, let's do this again? Because this will be his third time of trying to get these people to, you know, convince, especially the non-aligned, those who are not, who are still undecided, to toe their line, do their bidding, and vote for the NDC.
And even the grassroots, because you remember when he lost the 2020 elections, the 2016 elections, a lot of them were saying that it's because he was disconnected from the grassroots when he was president. And so for them,
Tamale, very dangerous for the NDC. So we are NDC ni Ashanti region. Na o TSN ye bia spare parts for su omani mo neme mo ayeden. Utie se bia businessmen wo musu. Now they no kwa conclude so omani mo ayeden TMP co-positioner, you probably will be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. Because you can't fear her say 2024 elections now. And 2008 elections. And as a Chinese say, and now 2016 elections, 2008 elections, and of course, let me even start from 2000 elections now. The former and late President Jeremiah John Rawlings, now we're really 8-year term as enshrined in the Constitution. No ni anu ye bia se obe free eye castle satan na castle ama obi foforo aba se be NDC se be NPP. Candidate John Evans Atamil the late went me wini tata no ne matramidu ene buy okay citizen vigilante 2000 elections good went me wini. His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor, we need that particular elections massively. In fact, they call runoff
87.9.
Ubi agrono kora. Ubi agrono. Kama. It took the late President J.E.A. Mills 8 years to launch a comeback to the Flagstaff House. Tamna a yaba, your friend said, no, I think it's still a castle and some mobile Flagstaff House. It is. So, or the NDC, ever returning to power. From 2008,
unfortunately,
of the stage. So please, kindly move down. I'm sure other arrangements will be made later to provide seats for you. Please move off the stage. So please, kindly move down. I'm sure other arrangements will be made later to provide seats for you. Please move off the stage. If you do not have a seat, kindly move off the stage.
I employ the security to move in 2 minutes. Gilma Katizan the Balandia. I'm a 2 minutes time, Kaibi Chang. Tim Guala Prince in the Bacana to Swangte. This was Dimia Solo. In 2 minutes, you must leave the stage. That is the stage on which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is seated. We want you all to vacate. The stage for the members of parliament as well. If you do not have a seat, please just step aside. Arrangements will be made later for you to have a place to sit. But for now, you are endangering the integrity and safety of that platform. We beg you, but in 2 minutes, security will be invited in. Me borne te zangla jima nang naun nuni ko goble ntete bismillah halle ne alhamdulillah so tuli embwala Reverend Jonathan Imoro. Make some noise for him. Reverend Jonathan Imoro is here. Make some noise. Superintendent Assemblies of God. Nyami every talk bullet. Dodo nim kayamayo. Jaya kawo bang ni biani. Kanlayen zante kabwal alazima chele. Munye NDC regional imam. NDC national imam. Mumbaza dolo Nye Abdul Samiu. Munye NDC regional imam. Abdul Samiu of Ambaria fame. Munye NDC regional imam. Benirba yimama iyang gartoni katizasa ami kajiwane pchileke bismillah karanage alhamdulillah. Alaj now ndesu.
Sallu ala Rasulullah. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وارحم محمد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. تنزل لك سنة التملنا انت NDC إن شاء الله NDC ينجل بن ما لبجلي من أولنا أنت كتري كلامنا زنك so na wunti gondara mana mamma wami wanyanga za na wuntan bazo sun so na wunti empty na ma na wuntan bazo sun kaso na wunti the council all days pamba na wuntan bazo sun الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتولج الحي من الميت.
Prayers up ahead.
So we after that we feed out to higher Akoma 87.9 FM. We a feed a free free Tamale a bro. The NDC campaign on launching and now Tamale Jubilee Park to say ha Evans to say ha a Jubilee Park
yeah
yes the exact place or more that event Tamale Jubilee Park and you can see the numbers yourself and I'm sure Evans you know the discussion on social media and other platforms will be the numbers.
Yes.
And I may try Monday. Then okay, so when the NPP unveiling the message from the NDC side was that my bass in Crawford.
Yeah.
And you Crawford how my bass do my now if I'm yet to
I think you Kwame Asante.
Yes.
Onu betimi amaye clear picture say
mobilization net is saying.
Yes.
You see, everyone catch say you cannot do this mobilization. Obeye event see. Also mfan perform.
Akoma FM.
Manfankasa emfa card. I mean, few numbers are when in so. And we organizer now event be say ya. I was say where they are we impress the flag bearer on the presidential candidate.
Yes.
Also impressed because Obano mfoni a HW TV so ne HW social media no eno mu hia o de be message say beyond the message on beka no they will use them.
Absolutely.
Look at the numbers.
Look at the numbers.
You get the point.
Yes.
O chine nyame adoma ne Monday newspapers be ba general na morning saso no. See, the discussion will be that
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Numbers no at the same. And let's not forget, this is campaign launch. So our party process will go through ahead of December 7. We a major event.
Yeah.
A major event.
Major.
Until sounds so na the MPP so no be sa near be go through abeye sa we looking at it a major event. Ni na ye hwe ni mu say obia no will score points from event we are all year. Well, politically, I mean you score points.
So Sir John, say we am penny for makopie mu ho a me hu
Rashid Pepo na we.
Yeah, Rashid Pepo we chiro ho me hu Amaboa.
87.9
Forsen, the current minority leader. And I feel Papa Joshua Labi. Okay, say 2021 and campaign manager. Edema campaign manager edema NDC ono so akopiem ewo ho na Sweeney we ono ankasa ne constituency. Yes enti no wonder say ono ankasa na you see wa GMC adwuma no a oye ewo ho. So Mr. John, I think the support ewo Tamale Jubilee Park no very massive. Very, very massive. And you see, in politics now.
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Evans,
yes.
My enjoying feed. Yeah, enjoying feed now.
He is a man who has always said that in this year's election, there's our Northern Regional Chairman of the great NDC. He is a man who has always said that in this year's election, there's only one way. We either win or we win. We win or we win. He is Honorable Ali Adolf Umburudiba.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Chairman, thank you.
We are ready for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, Yesu. Hey, Yesu. Hey, Yesusa. Katijibie. Bala katijibie. Bala umpunyele. His Excellency, incoming President of our Republic, our First Lady, again, come 2025, you will be called a First Lady again. Our running mates, who even 100 MPP women put together cannot compete with her. Professor Nana Jane Okwajaman, National Chairman of our great party, Johnson Asedun Ketia, mosquito. Even if he enters your room without biting you, you will get malaria. Majority leader in our parliament, members of the National Executive, former ministers of state, my colleague regional chairman present here, and other regional executives from various regions present here, media, our friends from the media, the security agencies present here, fellow Academicians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank the leadership of the National Democratic Congress, especially the flag bearer, for deciding to hold the launch of the 2024 campaign in Tamale, the capital of the northern region. The entire 5 northern regions are grateful for the exceptional honor done us, and we want to assure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that we shall not let him down come December 2024. Your Excellency, we are all suffering because our own northern brother, Bawumia, has totally destroyed the economy of Ghana. But we have hope that you will come and rescue us. My northern brothers and sisters, I am excited about John Dramani Mahama's promise to expand the Tamale water supply project to cater for both residential and commercial purposes. This is because water is life. And I thank President Mahama for making this important promise. Are you excited about this promise? Are you excited about this promise? North is ready for change. The whole country is ready for change. And inshallah, there will be change come 7th December 2024 in favor of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to lead us to build the Ghana we all want. Together with my colleague regional chairman in the 5 northern regions, we promise to restore the glory of the NDC in the north. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to welcome you all to Tamale for this historic event. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Thank you very much. Balakati Dibe, Kati Dibe, Baumia says, Mumfasiti Anomame, Mumfasiti Anomame, who are licensed. Amal says the Kaporna Dulori.
Thank you very much. So much. Let's make some noise for the original chairman. Joe boy, time is fast spent, and so we will appeal to everybody to be decorous and orderly so that we can proceed speedily. Joe boy, now, yes, today, like I said, is a special day because today we are taking start our campaign. But it is not just about starting a campaign. It is about John Dramani Mahama's visionary and transformational message of hope. And so today, we are going to have a few speakers who will come before our Father to speak on various issues that borders on nation building, that borders on the future of our country, and that borders on your welfare. Joboy, are you ready for the next speaker? Then make some noise for the Member of Parliament, for the good people of Boko Central, the Honorable Mahama Ayarega.
Thank you.
Make some noise. My Kusase people, are you here? Oh, my Kusase people, are you here? Make some noise.
For the Honorable Mahama Ayaraga, thank you.
Ayazu, Ayazaza, Katidibe. Thank you very much. Excellency, the incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, let me continue on existing protocol. The election that we are faced with is a very crucial election. It will determine the future direction of our country. Whether we will continue on the path of corruption, economic and financial mismanagement that has inflicted so much hardship, or that we will get back on the track of good governance, prosperity, and fairness to all. Your Excellency, for us in the North, it is an even more challenging election because for the first time in the history of the Fourth Republic, we have two candidates who are all from the North. These two candidates have a track record of having served as vice presidents before. One served as the vice president of President Evans Atamils, and during that period, he served as the chairman of the economic management team of this country. As chairman of the economic management team in 2010, he produced the best economic growth, not only in the history of Ghana, but in the whole world, 14% GDP growth in 2010. That was the economic growth that the then chairman of the economic management team of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, delivered to Ghana. The second northern candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the economic management team chairman of the NPP government, even though he has been running away from that fact, I serve as presidential spokesperson, and I know that the vice president is the chairman of the economic management team of the NPP government. Under his leadership, this country has suffered a near economic collapse. Our banking sector has collapsed, our finances has collapsed, we have become one of the most indebted countries, and poverty has become very rife. So the challenge that confronts us, the people of the North, is to make a choice between these two people. One that has a track record of collapsing our economy and finances, and one that has a track record of delivering the best economic record that this country has ever experienced. Ayazu! 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 Who will we vote for? John Dramani Mahama. Your Excellency, let me again say that the NPP and Bawumia are campaigning on the message that we should give NPP an opportunity because they have given Bawumia an opportunity to run as president. Let me remind you that the NDC as a party started giving the North an opportunity since 2012. In 2012, NDC gave the North an opportunity. In 2016, NDC gave with the North. That is why today the North cannot turn its back on the NDC. The North will vote for John Dramani Mahama.
so far, thousands of party supporters of the NDC have converged here at the Jubilee Park in Tamale to be part of this historic campaign launch of the NDC. Majority of them have come from other constituencies across the country. The entire Tamale metropolis is seeing massive people coming into the metropolis today to be part of this all historic event. The NDC
the road from Gambaga to Waliwali, the hometown of Baumia, was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. That beautiful 147-kilometer road from Sola to Damangu to Fufusu was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. The Gambaga College of Nursing, was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. The renovation, expansion, and redevelopment of the Upper East Regional Hospital was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. Ayazu, the Tamde Dam in the Upper East region, in Boku, Timpani, and Garu. Phase 1 was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. Ayazu, the Nandom and Tumu midwifery colleges were done by who? John Dramani Mahama. Boku, my own town, the Boku Town Water Project was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. The Laura and Wa Nurses Training College was built by who? John Dramani Mahama. The Upper West Regional Hospital was done by who? John Dramani Mahama. Ladies and gentlemen, I can continue counting until tomorrow. Indeed, many of the projects in the north that the NPP has run back to and are busily financing in order to score cheap political points were all initiated by John Dramani Mahama. So let no one deceive you that John Dramani Mahama has not done anything for the north. Many schools, secondary schools, were constructed, initiated by John Dramani Mahama. Many roads have been done by him. Rural electrification across the 3 northern regions were advanced seriously during the tenure of John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you.
So please do not be deceived that John hasn't done anything, for which reason we should not send him back to the Flagstaff House. Ayazu, Ayazuzu. So the choice before us is a very, very important one. And the message is simple, that come December 7th, all of us in the north should root for John Dramani Mahama and vote him to come back and continue the development of the north. Ayazu, let me speak in Kusal. Mimpus Kusas Vanikikuela Usa. Mimpus Garudim. Kapus Pusudim. Kapus Timpandim. Kapus Sabildim. Kapus Bogdim. Ayazu.
Thank you.
NPP Kina. Halnisina. The thing la Pulikin Badam. NDC party Karukina. Kakaka Boktimbang. The Kusating. Ndigit Balam. Katlem more peace. So Malmi Sugru. Ka vote apana. Ka to say ina mal norini. In support John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ayazu.
Make some noise for the member of parliament, for the good people of Boko Central. That was a shot 5 minutes powerful speech. So, my brothers and sisters, the 2024 upcoming election is a very important election. It is an election between light and darkness, truth and lies. And if we are looking for a man who can elucidate and educate us on this matter, then it is none other than the NDC parliamentary candidates for the Wale Wale constituency, Honorable Abdallah Abubakar. A round of applause for him.
Honorable Abubakar from Wale Wale. Ne poam jiri no lo agbene. Ezu. Eza. Ezu. Your Excellency, the former President of Ghana, and inshallah, come 7th December, the incoming President of this disgraced country. Let me also stand on the established protocols to make my submissions to Ghanaians and the people of Northeast region who are listening to us this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, the reality in Ghana today is that we are experiencing the ugliest government ever. The reality in Ghana today is that we are experiencing the maladministration of the most deceptive people in Ghana. And for that reason, this coming election is a very important election. And I want to inform Ghanaians that the critical considerations for casting our vote on the 7th of December must not be about lofty promises. Our critical and foundations for the voting and decisions that we have to make at the polling stations must not be considerations for religion. Neither should it be about ethnicity. It is about trustworthiness of a leader that can rescue this nation from the ditch the clueless government has put us into. Yay! Ezu, Eza, the MPP administration currently in 2016 and in 2020 crafted lofty promises. Unfortunately for the people of the Northeast region, the charge for the great deception Ghana is facing today was led by my own brother, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Obawumia. Today, I want to inform all of you and all Ghanaians that the deception of this government is clearly manifested even in the hometown of the Vice President. The Palugu multi-purpose dam, the sod was cut in 2019, and today, $12 million have been squandered and shared among themselves with the tacit approval of my own brother, who during the cut sodding took the Nairi, no less a person but the Nairi himself, with his paramountcies in the Upper East region and the Northeast region to witness this great deception. And today, the $12 million that was meant for the construction of the dam has been shared, unfortunately, with the tacit approval of my own brother, Dr. Mahmoud Obawumia. Ayazu, it is the same very Dr. Mahmoud Obawumia who promised the people of Wale Wale that they were going to do a watermelon factory. Today, 8 years down the lane, the MPP administration has only an empty container by the road to show for the 8 years of the administration. Can we trust such a personality? Can we trust such a person? Can we trust such a person? Let me give you more of the deception. It is the same brother of mine, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who assembled the people of this north to cut sword for the construction, the dualization of the road from Walawali to Tamale. Today, there is no constructor on site. Sadly enough, he made sure the chiefs and people of the north witnessed yet again another deception. Again, I want to give you another deception. My brother once again didn't shy away from carrying his deception to Yendi, where he stood before the Yana and promised the construction of an airstrip in Yendi. Today, as we speak, there is nothing like an airstrip in Yendi. Can we trust my brother, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Can we trust him to be truthful with us? Can we trust him to be trustworthy? My brothers, that is not all about the deception. So this particular election, everyone listening to us today must agree that the critical element to determine who to vote for is trustworthiness. And today, based on the records of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the record of my brother as a vice president, we know that we can trust the visionary John Dramani Mahama to deliver and rescue this nation truthfully. Choboy! North Israel, ne man persevere pa kwampuria ni zanori ne tetuma ni akpanga ya yinama. Maya yele shem yala man purgudu ma ngumna ya wuma. Man persen yania ne yi ya yi chapal zugu nyirfini. Vi kangwana vi mala o yirdema. De zugu te bangma ne yu no election ma terla divine pasi. Terla divine pasi. Yiyama bia palle zugu. Vima mala o yirdema ya. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Make some noise for the incoming member of parliament for Wale Wale. Comrades, as I told you, this program is a special program. It is not just about the launch of the campaign, but it is about the vision of the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for Ghana. So boy, now I know you will agree with me that the pain of this country, the reason why we are suffering is because of corruption. I said it's because of what? Shame. Now, who else can talk to us about this than a woman who is the daughter of the founder of the great NDC, the man who signed the 1992 Constitution, the man on whose vision and ideals the National Democratic Congress was established. Make some noise for our late founder. And so we have in the house, Honorable Dr. Zaneto Ajemarale.
Make some noise.
MP for Kole.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Honorable Zaneto.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, once a president, always a president, and the flag bearer of the NDC, permit me to stand on existing protocols for brevity's sake. Choboy! Choboy! NDC! MFA! Very good, very good. Do you know that the biggest threat to our democracy is corruption? It is not what we are seeing happening around us in the other countries. It is corruption. And this is corruption that has been presided over by this government, this NPP government. But today, what we have to do is to promise one another and to promise John Mahama that we will set the bar high when it comes to zero tolerance with respect to corruption. Fellow comrades, the reality we are faced with today is that our politics has become so monetized that these people believe that everybody can be bought at a price. And we have to prove them wrong. We have to tell them enough is enough. The money that they received from the World Bank for the re-engineering of the Garrett project that they squandered and people are now sharing. That money is not going to make a change to the lives of Ghanaians. That money is not going to improve the economy. The pillars of good governance include transparency, accountability, probity, integrity. But all of these start with us. When we come to power, we must uphold those principles and guard them dearly if we are to protect this fourth republic of ours. Choboy, are we going to make sure that we put an end to the blatant corruption that we are seeing in Ghana? Then we must vote for the NDC. Remember that the people of Ghana hold the NDC to a higher standard. And so what it is that people tolerate from these people, they will not tolerate from us. We are at a precipice with the highest level of youth unemployment, with the most polarized society that we have ever seen, with recruitment that has been happening on the blind side of Ghanaians. All of this is a form of corruption. And so if we are gathered here today to launch this campaign, it must stand on principles that cannot be bought with money. We do need money, but we will not be bought. We must make sure that come December 7th, no one can come to any of our agents and offer them money to betray the people of Ghana. Choboy! Are we going to protect the ballot box for the people of Ghana? Are we going to wait till the announcement of the election results before we go to bed? Each of us has a duty to protect the ballot box. Each of us has a duty to preach the good word of the NDC. On his tour of Ghana, President Mahama has promised to deal with corruption, but he cannot do it alone. We must do it together. The fight against corruption is not a fight for one person. It is a fight that we must all take, which means that whether you are at the branch level, at the regional level, constituency level, national level, wherever you find yourself, whichever part of Ghana you find yourself, we must put an end to this waste of our resources, the squandering of our resources, the theft of our state lands, the nepotism that we are seeing. All of these are making very, very shaky the foundations that are holding this democracy together. Are we going to protect this fourth republic? Are we going to protect this fourth republic? Then we must do so by protecting the ballot box come December 7th.
Thank you.
Choboy! This is a big fight. We must all be above monetization. Do not allow yourself to be misled by the money that people will bring your way. If they could not do it in 7.5 years, the extra 4 months that we have is not going to change the way they do things. Vote for John Mahama, vote for the NDC, vote for your NDC parliamentary candidate, and let us turn this country around and put this country back on the right track. God bless you all. Thank you.
Hey! Hey! Indeed, the NDC is blessed. We have the man and we have the woman. And so without wasting much time, I am going to bring on stage another woman. Are you ready for a woman of substance? This particular woman is a broadcaster, the former host of the famous Good Morning Ghana show on Metro TV. She is a gender activist, and she says she needs change. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Shamima, 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 Muslim.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tamale Kawula. Tamale, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Tamale Antere. Eyezu. Eyezu. Eyezuza. Eyezazu. Reporting live here from the Jubilee Park. This is your daughter, your sister, your mother, Pumaya Shamima Muslim, Matang Al Hassan Bango, together with the great Akoma family. I am so honored at the welcome that you have given to me, the people of Tamale, and the entire northern regions. I am your proud daughter. Thank you. Until recently, many of you knew me as the host of Eyewitness News and Metro Television. And so I know that when you saw me on TV speaking for the great NDC, some of you were surprised. But I was surprised at your surprise, because knowing me, you know that I have a passion for accountability and justice. This is why I am today speaking for the NDC. You see, character is everything in leadership. Today, our nation is in crisis. Our nation is at the crossroads because of the deep mismanagement and recklessness of the new patriotic party under the leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, and Napo. Today, they tell us that we should let them break the 8. Will we let them break the 8? I was heartbroken as a breastfeeding mother when I took my little girl to the clinic, and I was told then that there was shortage of vaccines. This was the same time that our president, the vanguard of democracy, was busily flying luxurious private jets across the length and breadth of this world, spraying us with bath water and telling us to tighten our belts. Is this a leader we should trust? Is this a government that cares for the people? Don't think so. I felt sad and I even cried when I learned later on that 17 helpless Ghanaians lost their lives. They died because the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital had been closed down because of government's indebtedness to it. At the same time, over $2 million had been allocated to the office of the presidency. Exactly what are they doing in that office? Eyezu. Eyezu. Eyezuza. Do you know what? Should we remind them? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that today more than ever Ghanaians are suffering in unprecedented levels? Should we remind them that we see grand corruption of monumental proportions and nepotism? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that we will remember their extreme arrogance of office and power come December 7? Should we remind them? Turn to your neighbor. At this point, I said, turn to your neighbor and say, hey, NPP. Hey, NPP. San Nole. Say, NPP. Yeah, say, NPP. Obey Subain. To remain silent, fellow comrades, fair-minded Ghanaians, is not an option. To remain silent at the time where our nation is being demolished is not an option. To be neutral today is not an option. It's not what? It is time for the CSOs, the faith-based organizations, the media, especially my media colleagues. We have experienced the NPP in opposition. We have experienced the NPP in power. We have experienced the NDC in opposition. We have experienced the NDC in power. We know their true colors. We know the people who have character. We know the people who have humanity. We know the people who have feelings for the people. We know them. And we know that it is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the incoming first female Vice President of the Republic, Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Finally, the NPP having broken this country and brought this country to its knees, today tells us that they want to break the 8. No, NPP. The NDC will break the 8 years of your mismanagement and the 8 years of your state's capture. It is a promise. This is why, my colleagues in the media, CSO, I stand here today to campaign for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the just Democrat man of the people, because he has led this country before. No, I am not saying that all was rosy in the time of His Excellency JM. I am not saying that there weren't challenges, but I am saying, as you know, that things certainly weren't as bad as they are today by a long shot, not even close. Under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we saw the real transformation of our country.
Hey!
Under His Excellency JDM, we saw tolerance to press freedom. Today, Ghana can boast of the best airport in West Africa, Terminal 3, because of John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast arguably of the best hospital, the Legon Medical Center, because of who? John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast of the second largest port, the Tema Port, in Ghana, the whole of West Africa, because of who? John Dramani Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast of the Atuabu gas processing plant, which is saving this nation over $3 million annually, because of who? Today, even in opposition, His Excellency and Ghana can boast of the incoming first female Vice President, inshallah, because of who?
Joboy.
And now this is my call to action. Fair-minded Ghanaians, this is the time to stand and be counted. I am voting for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because, indeed, he is a nation builder by evidence. Indeed, he is a trusted human being and a leader by evidence. Indeed, he is an honest leader who concedes where there are challenges and not blame Russia, Ukraine for every problem bedecking this government.
Thank you.
He is an experienced pair of hands. Together with Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, they will rescue this nation. They will reset this Ghana. They will bring Ghana back on the winning ways. And with your support, with your prayers, with your vote, on December 7, 2024, Ghana would be rescued again. It will happen. Thank you very much for your attention. Joy! I thank you very much for your kind attention.
Tepuya Kapai, Nrianupo, Tepuya Kapai, Yamale Temal Pasara, Banan Jela Kamal Bangsum Yaha, Kanala Jilmanama, Katanala Malna Chimba, Banan Jela, Banbazan Lamal Bangsum, Kanye Jilmanama, I know the Budwane. Tishir Malba, we have the men and we have the women. Tamale Kaula, Tepuya Pam Kapai, Yamangle, Zungo, the Nyala Tamal Katanungdele. To Magana Zaha into the Danfani, Tinjia Sachalongo. The Biala TV comes Zahazo Ghana. Those who Katiche, Ka Biyare, Barishanga, and Pare Tabalongamazo. Dama, the Simpson to Duoza, the Zosung in Yale, Amara Simpson and Ghana Zaha, Bubaza Nubie, Lala Zosung Mapuni, Namia Nupote, Namia Nupote. Hey! Hale Tinjia Sachalongo, Bonle, Yabe, and Diana, Onu Palatiji Ozo, or Yalme, Nitin and Jinji Shalmama, the Yalabazaz or Sung. There's Okaye Tumba and Tim. Never cannot part in Banzola and John Dramani, Mahamazo, and Yala Zosung Shale, the Yam Chilege, and the whole Yabe, and the whole Lapse, Tenbanzola and Talcomazo. There's Otinja Shalmo, and Yabe, and then Yana and then. Bambia Kango, Nzozani, Banya Yabnantona, and Tapai, Yabzangal Lana, and Pai Nyampalana, and Pai Lamashena, and Tapa Vona, and Yabkasulan Baza Piane, and Tapai Trana, and Tapa Wulshena, and Tapai Yan Bobre Na, Bazaha, Yandayana Tumbala, Kotumba, Nebuchadnezzar Jingoma ka albarka pa jingoma ka tinye amfani sheltem boarma pumpo tien labla yab gong kompatiya yeti chanla His Excellency Mahambwale ya bekalala tien chamatu zaba asele biala tien chamatu zaba asele biala deninyanguni Honorable Suleimana Yusuf, the Member of Parliament for the Bole Bamboy constituency.
Member of Parliament for Bola Bamboy constituency,
speaking
Honorable
for the Savannah region,
Yusuf Suleimana Ore. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Your Excellency, the great son of Ndaura Japa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and his beautiful wife, our mother, I want to seek permission to stand on the existing protocols in order that we are able to save time. I stand here, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the people of the great Savannah region. I stand here to give you an assurance that we are ready to right the wrongs that happened in 2020. I stand here today to tell you that we have learned our lessons. I stand here today to give you an assurance that we are not taking less than 7/7. We have 7 seats. Hey. All the 7 seats. I know what is running in your minds. What about Damango? Damango has been taken already. Hey. Damango has fallen flat. Damango is in the pocket of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Damango is gone.
Damango is gone. We know what we're talking about. And we are delivering 7/7. Nothing less. I stand here to give you some good news. Good news goes to our gallant farmers. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a farmer. And so he cared for farmers. There's nobody in this country who can solve the problems of farmers if not His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, because he himself is a farmer. How is he going to do this? That is the question that is running through your minds. He is going to establish a scheme, Operation Feed Yourself and Industries. You are going to farm to feed yourself. You are going to farm to feed our industries. How are we going to do this? He is going to establish farmer service centers across the region, where farm inputs, technology, and what have you be provided. 3 days ago, I got a call from a community, Dakurupe. They want a tractor to come and farm for them. We couldn't get a tractor. I got a call from Bagle. They want a tractor to come and farm for them. They couldn't get a tractor. I got a call from Dolly. They want fertilizer. They couldn't get fertilizer. The person to provide the fertilizer, the person to bring the tractor, the person to ensure that we give a new face to agriculture and make agriculture attractive, sexy, not only for the youth, but everybody in this country. It's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to establish a sustainable irrigation scheme to ensure 27 all year round agriculture. That is why we are saying that those tenders that you were promised, one place, one dam, that fraudulent project will be written off. His Excellency's administration is going to establish agro-processing industries. And these industries will be encouraged to apply to the 24-hour economy scheme so that they are able to produce day in, day out to create more jobs for the teeming youth of this great nation.
Choboy!
They are showing you that it is only John Dramani Mahama who can do this. Boli ebi be unfia, Sole bi be unfia, Salagano be unfia,
and you will fail,
Nawaya be unfia,
and you will fail,
Ebi be unfia,
and you will fail.
Come unfio, come unfe, big haurin, big senkama, haurin John Dramani Mahama, Cabre Chana, Ayan Nasi, Elis Abikalang, Ayakang Elis Abipini. It's all been Baswan in that. Never be covering in. Be to Terry, big up here. That's a camera now. A man can ask Kalana and come for and you are going to soon. I also am Kana and down to John Dramani Bento. Inshallah, I'm going to say, Nine Belly. I don't know, Kayaks and Kamana and Kampa and Lard and Sue. Karanyangro, the current John Dramani Mahama, Alam Matar Cabinaso,
Choboy,
Ebenta Karo, Mba, Kaiza, Zankabo, Biesa, Kama, the Bayan Tower, Eba, Dobby Cado. I'm so in Kulabia.
Thank you.
Kapanya Kapanya, Besanala, Yato Kibia, and say, covering John Dramani Mahama, Metura Kamana, Miasa,
the Member of Parliament from Wanda constituency has assured us of 7/7 in the Savannah region. He says that Mango constituency is coming back to the hands of the NDC. He says Alaga North is coming back to the hands of the NDC. He says that Aboya Mankargu is coming back to the hands of the NDC. Job
From the Upper East region with Mahama Yaruga, and at this point we are taking a break with Honorable Yusuf from from the Savannah region. We came through, like I said, from the Upper East region with Mahama Yarga.
Right, I was here. Memo Akwaba into the studios of Akoma 87.9 FM. You call Tamale Jubilee Park, the NDC's campaign launch, and a Guswa Ekoso, Tamale Jubilee Park. So far, some MPs and parliamentary candidates are more about addressing the crowd, and through Akoma FM, so be a wuti and every which I could be anwa. It's just about 3 minutes to hit 3:30. Nti eno ye de tie no na Evans eda so ha. So far yenya senator ana yedi ni wem. Na after no yenya other MPs and parliamentary candidates are more abekasa. Evans so far
Sir John Zenato Ekasano. I felt minim washe. Is it Edema Kingdom? And in my kingdom. Well, what I forget about it. But Okasano, I felt ne papa.
Yeah.
Ne gestures. Any the way na at the point in time ni
the crowd.
Say ne father. Now recently me share Jerry John Rawlings, the late Jerry John Rawlings video be that was 1988. Okoche tractors be ma some community be. And before say Okoche tractors no omo ye no BBC for an interview. Emma na okeka I mean nsem no bia na gestures are no ye no. E de me call back in those days. Senior Jerry John Rawlings na okasa ne gestures and all of that. Enti utimu say ampa we a chip of the old block. Say wo papa no a na wo say no kwasem no say ne ba na ene ye hu no. Zenato case no quite interesting. You see, Zenato a member of the NDC. Ne maame Nana Edward Rawlings. And yet she's no more a member of the NDC. Or a member of the National Democratic Party NDP, but they say why very reluctant. They say or can whom more echo a MPP who because of Nimia a John Ajekum Kufuor. Most of them free feedback. Eti Kufuor na konta ene Jeremiah, the late Jeremiah John Rawlings. Oshe nanado danko ekufuado betina be mu de we a one abusuano aye no a tisi ye kamia ko say maame Nana Konadu Ajima Rawlings, the former first lady. Wonye MPP ni a why say kokwanyi do ho and asa Lotejo Corps ne the new patriotic party no. Who has ni naiba kusim. Because say Nelson Mandela Enyani baby Koy only leading government delegation to South Africa. Omkujina His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ene Ghana ban ene Ghana nyina anemu. Zenato a member of parliament for Kolekulote constituency. Binim say Zenato beye MP no. Because of ne father relations with the MPP and all of that, they were relaxed. The kind of competition that nanka say MPP demands Zenato oman farmer. And of course, I mean NDC is also even right from the primaries is also no relaxing man. I don't know whether that subtle courtesy will continue, political courtesy will continue, and I say 2024 no you be a different thing. Which is a net to asemo kanya or say abenya omuwomui katasechane project.
87.9 Kumasi.
In fact, wakaya to a year NDC and she was speaking directly to a polling agent who may use you or more for a year December elections. And they say, Omo menina ho. Send a beya ubin fasika induce your mama. Omo free polling center homa a bia enyema enkoye see one time emma a year National Democratic Congress. Into omo wine na omo more omo interest in ho buying in December 7th or on December 7th, 2024.
Akoma FM 87.9.
As a matter of fact, Enfumsubia eniho. South Asia. And so Enfumsubia eniho. A be also so we share the very foundation on which the National Democratic Congress was established or was formed. Probity and accountability. Chairman Rollins etiase no de bia no oka. In fact, adia a man ne etwe ne ho kakra free ne party ne ho ana onka ne ho nkom biu yes at the point it no e feel say monicracy sika ewura party ne mododo, especially omoko primaries, and me kai say tamwa NDC elusu 2016 election now ye interview. And no, it wasn't an interview. I'm saying or mass speech bi o baby na or kase if you be friend no e ka che ne say one of the NDC young politicians no ebeto efie na wo ba no stika wo born no and it was in dollars no nim say bi kura sign check amano and so na sika no gu ma ye bag mu afi wo kan sika na papa ne say ne ho po emu hono de baby with sharp teeth asem ne den eba bonten no. It is that time na who say Rollins gradually or trying to kakra or relaxed as far as NDC matters are concerned. Of course, at times na Danko Akufo-Addo so I take advantage. Obeka is proud to a 2016 elections are a year MPP AB win no Nana Akufo-Addo Danko no Nana Danko Akufo-Addo no when share then share. That short guy. Okay. That short guy.
Yeah.
That short guy. That short guy. So but in politics no be TMC. Omo be here the very best of friends.
87.9.
So Zeneto having an opportunity say obey address it a NDC for any penny for any you more Tamale no. We shouldn't forget say Okai Omo say the party was built on a certain principles or foundation, and for that matter that principles must be followed through. And you can say omudivieti it was a campaigner nane papa na tiase na crusader nane papa na tiase na only
87.9 Kumasi.
Sir John, do you see Zeneto maybe in the future taking over the party?
Well, not likely.
We are sure.
Yes, probably Obetimara is it to. I mean, I'm not sure so Obejai the seat as MP to become maybe a national executive. I am not too sure.
Force of strength say Pejanimu NDC in the future. Minga say nay, but certainly on me build the kakra. Minim say 2028. You be at least 2 emerging forces. But the next generation, no, okay, and say what could be on no Greater Accra region, and Kramiensa, you Kufia Tamils me boa, Obaho, you Kemaki, Rollins, and you Sheriff, Mahama. So that is the 3rd generation.
Okay, the 3rd generation.
The 3rd generation.
But we share baby Zeneto Namnedia who's on what take lead.
Yeah.
As far as sa generation here
concerned. Don't forget say Kemaki no kan home politics ni more. Ubehunu an ebia ni sister no campaign collect ho no yibi no okoboa no. But for the first time, you who say Kemaki. So Kemati and I say I'm say Kemati. Mount NDC campaign platform. I campaign. Mills Banos also yibi. Sheriff dear or no share any asia ase ache. Interesting times ahead, said John. Ubisamia. Interesting times ahead because now the next generation, no, certainly ebeye dofo ba no. Junior dofo junior. Ne papa ne sacrifice now no because of the son. Ne ba no. Because he also is also iron.
87.9.
Drobonso sitini de na ye odi twam keke. Senka onya that opportunity na anka no mum no be ma no a certain level of leverage. So they say, but now awenya no obeya dwumaden because almost so I a word I factor no so ho. And I'm say
for a
anyo noa
onene that generation.
Yes,
there's
no,
that
certain be no so APT movie.
Okay.
So they say, and then don't forget the Ahoys.
Right, you're enjoying Rashid Purple Mountain platform.
Came to tears when you heard that somebody in the United States was killed. Today, we are talking about the next elections, and we are talking about somebody who cares, who shares his commitment to develop the whole country. Today, we are talking about the next elections, and we are talking about somebody who cares, who shares his commitment to develop the whole country, whether you support him or not. At least we have seen it in Central region, and we have seen it in especially Ashanti settlement. I'd like to share with you some very interesting things that happened and that were promises made because of the transformative agenda His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is focused to put in place. I keenly followed the President building Ghana tour in all the 5 regions of Ghana, and I've taken note of the many things he professes to do for the North, the positive focus he has on us, and the desire for him to see a change northern sector of this country. If you were thinking whether to vote for him or not, I believe very strongly you would have made up your mind. Apart from the many things he's here to mention, I believe all that he said for now may have convinced many of you. We know that one of the major factors for development of a people is that they have something to commit their energy on. We know that cotton used a zoo, and in the end, the industry collapsed. The president to be, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has committed himself to revive the cotton industry in the north. It is going to be a commitment in line of the 24-hour economy in which the northern people who are involved in this sector will get jobs. It will reduce poverty. It will create opportunity for us to show commitment to what we believe in and what we can do to better our lives. Hey! Eyezu, people of Tamale, are you here? Is somebody here? The president to be is suggesting and saying, and with one of the areas of commitments, he says that your problem with water will be solved.
Water problem will be solved in Greater Tamale.
This is coming from his northern region commitment to develop the region. He says that Tamale is very central. You have challenges in water. He will expand the Tamale water project to ensure that you have no problem with water. He also suggests, and he is committing to us, that in regions people get jobs. He will ensure that he provides money from Exim Bank to all of you who are willing to go into entrepreneurship to develop on your own.
Right.
In Tamale, once again, and the Tamale people here, he is promising you a new abattoir, a place where you will kill your animals and in a hygienic way treat them.
A new abattoir.
A modern abattoir. So you will have no problem in treating your meat and getting it sold.
Right. Thank you.
For all the northern, the 5 northern regions, this is a message for you.
Right.
We have heard about the Eastern Corridor. We have heard about the challenge we face in the Kwadugu Dam project. The president is now saying, and has been mentioned here, and complete the Kwadugu multi-purpose dam.
Kwadugu will be completed. Thank you, Honorable.
And for the people of Wa, can you look here? Jinanga Tilanga Tilayang Karisiri Atlanta Anyoga Yeleni Avoti Ka NDC John Dramani Mahama Oyesiri who didn't hear Kariti election. Yaja Ambijera Kenambijera Venkayala Wa NDC Tiyalaka John Mama na lead it in Karati winner and second and Karati. Can I win it? Salam alaikum.
For the Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Rashid Popo, the MP for the people of the West Central constituency. Thank you.
Hey! How many of you want to listen to Honorable Fifi Koite? How many of you want to listen to General Mosquito? How many of you want to listen to Gangdu? They are on their way. At the bell. The biggest that we are suffering. You know, so we are hungry. The economy is not working. You know, so but who better to talk to us about the economy than the man who has been keeping the Lion One in check, the darling boy of the good people of Bolgatanga Central. Today he has promised me to speak some Fra. Choboy, Fra people here. Let me see your hand. Choboy, make some noise for Honorable Isaac Adogo. On the system, I assure you that today the NDC is on the verge of bringing the man who brings credibility, who brings delivery and performance to the office of the president. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the man. What you see is what you get. I can assure you that with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the helm, you are not going to see the president at the two-toll lane selling mobile phones for 1 cedi, 2 cedi. We will find a solution to fix the unemployment of our problem of our country and create opportunity for our youth. Let me tell you that the only political challenging economy, our descendants through His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, Professor Kwesi Boche, and the rest dealt with a much bigger economic problem in 1983, even after 1 million of our youth returned from Nigeria. Today, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the only man standing that has the capacity and the experience to turn this economy around. And I'm very sure that the people of Ghana will not regret for bringing this man back to the office. Bolgar Mabokala. Bolgar Mabokala. Bongur Mabokala. Bongur Mabokala. Tani Bokala yo. Tani Bokala. Tani Bokala. Tani Bokala. Nabu Mabokala. Nabu Mabokala. Joma Manchina. Joma Manchina. Joma Manchina. Mutu Bakamela. Joma Wana Baboya. The common school chinga. Via Ruma. Ya via irrigation project lati Joma Ligri 1 million ta in Ghana commercial agriculture particularly dila Joma ma Ligri wana male via dam tianyang kora ya airport lati ya China Tamale zona airplane China Ankara Joma ma airport asan wana ya sabo inti hiya Akoma ima huyire hospital mama nuwe ayetinga me asifti lambo bolgala ba ha gatin tame ayima boko te boko duma kina bila tebra gete bolgala bongo talhe tie bolga tebra te baala ezu ya Akoma za blanka kini school ne ba tumala jo mama etete la sanwa te come a ela 24-hour economy wana la sanwa the industry, he will bring 24-hour economy as a cutting policy, whether in industry, in infrastructure, or anything that is economic endeavor. We will introduce and make sure that we can do it across, around the clock. So, Komalaka is a tira dami. Komalaka is a tira biye chinga da bolgatuna gebihirato. Yabotibala ko yakobotibala. Yabotibala yakobotibala. Yabotibala be yakobotibala. Yasambotabala yabate John Mahama wana. NDC mane wana te bolgatuna. NDC ne wana te tongotuna. NDC ne wana te bongotuna. Yababurala irpana la. Get go mobile phone. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, if you see you at tiptoe lane selling mobile phone to our unemployed youth as a solution to rural unemployment, we will sack you from the presidency. One thing I can assure you is that His Excellency will bring policies that will mainstream employment for our youth and bring food to the table. We are suffering from cost crisis. Cost of living is very high, and then you ask your flag bearer, how are you going to solve the problem? Give the youth one mobile phone so that they pay 1 cedi, 2 cedi. We are better visionary leaders in John Dramani Mahama and Her Excellency Jane Nana Opokwa Jema. Come January 7, 2025, there will be a new paradigm shift, and Ghana will work again. Choboy!
Hey! Thank you. The Member of Parliament for the good people of Bolga Central Constituency, the Honorable Isaac Adongo, thank you. Thank you very much. Choboy! Jayam, Ose! Yeah! Mama 2024 inshallah oh say yeah Mama oh do we have some 69 fans here? Are you ready for the 69 game changer? Are you ready for Maka? next government of the Republic of Ghana. With a shout, let's welcome the 69 game changer, Makamaya Bala. Makasio.
Hello, pretty. You so cute. I'm going to take you to the city. The number for possibility. Never know for the maturity. I'm going to buy you in the city. Today, I'm crazy. You can talk to the cartoon and get bushy. Then I'm going to die. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. This is what I'm doing. I'm not going to die. I didn't put the chairman. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put the Tamale. Let me see you look at my head. Are you my head? Anything you want me to
but abattoir de well I say emu enyeduma me madwen no I say munyi duma me o say oye abattoir enipa do se ne bitimi afọ mu adwuma o twadam na but what about say obeye canned and a corned beef and a canned meat factory? You have mean say we picture nipa dodo a such a factory bitimi afọ
yeah
ewo northern region. So well
one thing me nya go be anko be kasa before the former president also yes ko snappy.
Yes,
you get it.
Or very
probably obiano MPBA eba because of or can I say because of the in the manifesto. Ebia MPBA he ni area no captured in the manifesto the obe benefit and am on or they can asem. But niema ni bi wo ho a enye major campaign message and a campaign promise party ni be no.
Yes,
enka ho.
Yes,
enye major one nti focus ni nko ho.
Yes,
but on here now as MP no what touch on those things.
Yes,
stress you on it.
Yes,
say they be working. I am sure say about no crown will be part of almost promises and I say campaign message omode ba the direction omode ma Ghana for in the next 4 years should they win the election. But you see can one sem no can one sem as a member of parliament specifically dealing with your people a major campaign promise at the amount.
Yes,
so oba and snappy. You leave that one to the main man.
The main man.
Now on what touch you on it, ebi krana no beka factory ya woken
yes.
When he mentioned the factory, now aba to say the now okay the subset. Subset ne say be ono no constituency no. About to our
yes.
Omo bekum na omo atwitwa. Then to the next stage. But what single out all constituency based on maybe the who in the manifesto we are not cover problem.
About.
Because you are giving your opponent opportunity to hit you.
Yes.
Say or say oba obesi abato ye hu nkukon kete kamera ye wo in the process. Inti like you are saying me because omuba biana you see the MCs giving them signals say they want to
because okwa anymore.
Oh yeah kana na wo so okọ. Ti wan hye here to please uncroft aba no. Obeka na afin
nkukon kete. Eti abatwa ne de eno de ne emu
tikauba no and snappy
emu nye duma me because already no den a when his excellency John Dramani Mahama mount stage na major policies no obebobo so they say Ghana ni a ono et wo krum ha hwe investment aban investment a oye obeso oye wo eye northern region ni wo hu so betimi so akwa invest e wo mu a. So for instance, say osi ubesi ebi a meat factory ewo eye northern region you be wo kromu ha. I say okay fine, say meat factory you best meat factory or northern region enye me wo nantwie me ye nantwie
ye join
e kura metimi bi kura ko northern region na makoton den ewo ho
Joshua be enso mount the stage ntie nkonko tie no.
Okay.
And the women's wing.
You know, I cannot succeed without the youth wing. So you can see today, we are all here. The campaign manager and the commander of the women's wing. With these two people, we have finished the campaign. Repeat after me. We have finished the campaign. We have finished the campaign. But why are we here? Why are we here? We are here to launch the fight against state capture. We are here to fight and move to the Plaza House come January 7, 2025. But like you know, this election is different. Democracy, like I've always said, it's about our welfare. It's about our welfare. United and Savannah Stars. No. It's not like a football match between RTU and Northern Arrows. No. It's our welfare. In a football match, your team wins, you go and drink beer and you sleep. But this one is about your community development. It's about Ghana moving forward. And what do you see today? We are moving in the wrong direction. And that's why we are launching the vote for change today. And the commanders who are going to lead us, we have the National Youth Organizer and we have the Women's Organizer. You see, as we've always been saying, these people, they will lose and they will hand over peacefully. If you come on hotels, they hand over peacefully. Left alone, they will hand over and run away. And we are assuring everybody here, we are going to protect your vote. So go and vote. Be very confident, go and vote, and we shall protect the vote. Hey! Hey! Repeat after me. We are going to protect the vote. And I assure you, nobody should move out of the place. After we vote, we'll be there. Why is John Mama coming back?
a lot of policies that we have done now. But one key one is about the apprenticeship. The youth of today, our main problem is unemployment. But you see, not all of us would like to go to university. Not all of us have the talents to go to university. But some of us have the talents to do other things. Realize your talent and move on. So it's essential your mama is going to pump in a lot of resources towards the apprenticeship. And after you finish, we'll give you the resources to start. And this is how other countries develop. You are going to make sure that our country, I have here, I'll hand over the mic to the silly this person, to my woman organizer, to say a word.
Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and the First Lady, Her Excellency Lordina Dramani Mahama, and our Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, and I beg to I'll be brief. I'm addressing the women of this nation. Women, we are more than the men. So when we say we are suffering, because we are suffering. Anytime women are empowered, there is peace in our homes. 20 is an election for the freedom of the Ghanaian woman. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has given us a woman as a vice president. So this is an election where the women, we have to move forward. We have to fight. We have to work. We have to vote. It's an election where they are going to establish, when we win elections, the Women's Bank is going to be established for every woman, for the hawker, for the woman farmer, for the woman into agribusiness, for the, this is the election, not the that is bringing dignity back to the Ghanaian woman. This is an election that is going to make Ghana again, so that we, the women, the old women, our children, and go and talk about the good news and make sure that President John Dramani Mahama is elected. And as they said, we are telling them that we prefer 2 years John Dramani Mahama government over 8 years of NPP government. So those who say that he's coming 4 years will be economically empowered. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. When I say Ghana, you shout change is coming. Colleagues, if our country is going to make progress, if Ghana is going to be the Ghana you and I want, then to the young people of this country, this is a clarion call to all of us, the NDC Mama, so that he rescues this country from the hands of the inept, corrupt NPP administration. I have 3 messages for some people in government. The first is to the president we elected. We elected that in the NPP government that comes 17th December. They should hand over a peaceful country the police IGP, we are aware of the secret recruitment that is ongoing. And I am telling the police force, as a leader, they continue to go to where they are recruiting, because every Ghanaian is entitled to be recruited into the police force. Ayazu, my last message is to the Electoral Commission. My last message, I'm giving the opportunity to go to a police station. We are not asking anybody to cheat for the NDC. We are very confident we are winning the elections. But woe unto any man, born of a woman, who would dare go to any police station and do the untoward. We will face them squarely. And let me remind you, we were in Asenov. We protected the ballot in Asenov. And we will protect the ballot at the peril of our lives. Come 7th December. We are looking for a Ghana that we all want. Ayazu. Ayazu. We are looking for a Ghana that our dreams and aspirations can be met. If you're a young person here, I believe in the vision of the executive, he does it. Key to the solution to the unemployment that faces all of us. We are urging all of you that mobilize yourself, become a volunteer, and fight for the salvation of our country. Let's leave no stone unturned. And on 7th December, let's deliver a resounding victory, not for you as a Ghanaian, because the future is bright and the future
Thank you very much.
December, now voter. No more this money about protective voter.
Edema NDC. Na 2020. Omutime close gap. At point in time, crowd omone MPP a tie our parliament 137 137. A Professor Joshua Alabi, the former rector at the UPSC.
Yeah.
Juma papa. And I can for say the offer you pano.
Yes.
And ye piano.
And I'm from
and challenge to us. And I say ye peobi na kokwa enye nyame na aye and I can say aye bida.
Yeah.
And ye fan of the near the edi okun anim. Enti I strongly believe say the choice of Professor Joshua Labino apt. There couldn't have been any other better person than Joshua Alabi. The strategy or no pe ne ho ne wo. And in this crucial elections, omu hia ubia, omu hia ayibida, enye nyame bechere. Enti I think say it is in order.
Right, but yen sheki sisi I can say Sharifa Gunu, that's the name.
Yes.
On a performing. Yeah. You look at musicians almost and mounted platforms and stages. And I mean, so from the MPP or event or my year, and what is going on now? Jubilee Park, Tamale. I mean, telling you now. But I want us to look at key messages by one of them. I'm saying I know Pablo.
What's say?
Pablo Diana no was say or Sunday signal to if the president there or say president should hand over when I mean opposite just a party Lucia MPP Lucia the president should hand over to the NDC, a peaceful country to the NDC. And here one number 2 to the IGP or say IGP Omate say police for air recruitment say Omo Njaya. What they would do is they mobilize Ghana for Emrantie. I don't want to be on your recruitment, I'm making sure say Ghana need be here recruitment. But my point is that the year recruitment a man also a Ghanaian. It means say be more information say recruitment na cost no targeted group bi na omo yes recruitment.
But what has recruitment got to do with?
Yes, I mean, what they want to say is
yes.
The police will be at the police stations, and for that matter, omo no money at that aspect. Maybe we are then you put all of them together. Then I'll say the next one to EC. Say EC, omo imagine say. Or what the chairperson specifically or sending message to her and any other official obey on duty on the day say why you say say okokoye bibia and semfata they will face you squarely ombeshia say they also almost here to protect the ballot box or say at the peril of their lives. Say eba say woman kokra no mfanto home farmer about to where they will do it and in order to protect the ballot boxes. That is Opereado the George Opereado the youth organizer of the NDC no and I'm sure say for the women's wing and also can there or touching on few things about ma empowerment near there. That is that Professor Alabi in also the it's about why and hope why the DGDA ebre mabunu why the DGDA ebre minor, and that is that. So ni no a summary of common course between the three parties. The campaign manager of the NDC ahead of December 7 Afia Batwa Ekoto, the women's wing and the youth wing and so Eddie and the Evans on that. I send off one winning elections. No, I send off. In fact, operate can I send off. Say omo call how to protect the votes of the electorates, and for that matter, they were able to protect the win. And talk about you, Debbie, a debut. I think so. Paradox. Sometimes you just tone down. Meaning, say I know your youthful exuberance. Enema omo kasa. Look, the reality is that as enough, Nine was enough. There was nothing extraordinary. Adia ne extraordinary. And say almost say me kai say at the point it almost see MB before Chiska baby. Eti omo ko hoko storm ho. On the day of voting, will be a to na bani the begin we see. Voters ni baby anombe so omo to omo abako no. Eho ne koye. Enei o share ya batwa ye to Ghana ha. There has been an evolution from 92 kwaya na efa so to yaba okwadaka bi wo ho na de agudina kotum o say ya lodi bi wom kra na ye lodi bi wom hu ene ba ya ni benya transparent ballot box say ye beto aba electoral commission epeja ballot box ni say no de akere say hwi ni mo hwi ni it is John say o first process ni mu akọ drop wo cast ballot no etomu bi ehu say wo de ba ko na ide e de atum. But let's not forget say okay well ni nyina mu no ye nya evidence na multiple voting ne over voting ne and bi ai and they will call polling center bia no a we have followed elections. It is a maker election once a man. 87.9. Sabu minim the maker. We call a year polling center bia. Your album edaho. Album no nipa omudin any omu pictures. Ewo polling center ho no a omu to aba no. Ni nyina wo album nim. We call polling agent bia kuta album no. Nanu adama mami Jane mensa call parliament or say indelible increase where they ebeye adwuma first no ka say adwuma e ma ho nsemi bi is so ebeye adwuma say polling agent no ekuta album na say John say wona wo koto aba o picture no e wa album ni polling agent ni be hwe wan say John ni the voters ID card ni oto aba wa ha wa take ya take ballot paper no ba ko e dia ma no eti polling agent no make sure say ballot paper na ya tia manipa no eye ba ko pe because BVR ne die verify nipa na ma ya tum say na ja tum say nipa no to about that police station ho no a eye na police center ho no a eye nemo no ade no a ya tia ma no no ebi e ho
and sometimes you have be a assembly or there. We will make sure. And no crown, serial numbers were. And also crown, and you're pulling agent no more monitor.
But they can only be vigilant. And
just be vigilant. Yes. But say you dey policy for be go ho. Na a policy for na you recruit no. What has their recruitment got to do with the elections? It's your two about me recruit your policy for. As a matter of fact, people disagree with you. No, listen.
Some people.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. No, Chajo, I'm not saying everybody should agree with me. But you and I know, say
intimidation.
Intimidation.
Scare people.
No, intimidation
from coming there.
Come on. No. I don't. Sadly, we say no. Say John. Say Okotuaba. Me konma kotumaba. Me trimo fine. Adebia was me de kotuaba no. Ekutame baby am say metuma bakura akono ebia yes there are certain people that they know them say bia o ye NDC no ye MPP ni but metimi fan me kotuma ba police center ho na me kotuma ba no e ho na metuma ba my imagine say me go cause trouble bia o ho mra trouble maye suru ne ne de we suru no ne de we yisi for my etias say the last time omo ye limited registration yenya incident of clashes. There was some selected polling centers or constituencies. You can't do jama. You see where do jama. You follow up to the Yisi Kase. The next exercise no more you know. They needed enough police personnel or meet me I say jumano. And only just limited registration. We are going into an election at stakes no high. 80 say yes ni be here enough policemen. Don't forget and say am kushia yeah yisi any IGP ne other security person kushia meeting. So are you telling me say hono MP mad the number of police force the number of police personnel they will need for this particular election? And don't forget say Kumawu, we had a very successful election. There was concentration because we had enough police personnel providing security. Well, enti media say omu recruiting approach for omo buying for elections and all. How does that
I am getting some
the elections?
Yeah, you better say to me. I call back to Jubilee Park. Na I I've seen endorsement beer. I call Koso. Okay, Facebook.
KOD.
Yes. Nti onozu na ekase
KOD
nti my uncle fan kakra because I'm or the reason why I endorse former President John Dramani Mahama nti we ye Kofi Ochidako or a media personality my nti onso dia oka
the commander-in-chief in this country. Do you think Mahama is capable of taking Ghana to the next level?
Yeah.
As I endorse him, I don't know about you, but I'm voting for John Mahama because he truly has the youth of this country at heart. I believe in him because he's and makes an effort to amend things. He resolves things. I have no doubt that the John Mahama 24-hour economy will create decent jobs for the youth in all sectors, including the creative arts. And of course, hospitality. It's his promise to train 1 million Ghanaian youth in coding and invest 3 billion, into ICT to create 300,000 jobs. Many of our young people are done with university and they are staying at home doing nothing. We need that change. Ghana, we need that change. Yes. To the youth of this country, is this how you want to live? To the youth of this country, is this how you want to live? No. Encourage your family members, call your friends, anyone who is above 18 years, go out in your numbers on the 7th of December to vote John Dramani Mahama. You've done this before. Come the 7th of December, we're going to the polls and we're going to elect you. We know that you take this country to the next level, and that's why we're all here to support you. God bless John Mahama. God bless the great NDC.
And God bless Ghana.
Thank you very much. Joe boy. Today in Ghana, there are a group of people. They are 137 in number. These are the men and women who today are the vanguards of our democracy. These are the men and women who today are the voice of the voiceless. It is for the people of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our 137 gallant NDC members of parliament.
The minority leader.
Oh boy. And as I can see the Chief Whip, Honorable Kwame Agboja, I can see the Deputy Leader, Honorable Amakofibua, I can see the Deputy Chief Whip, Honorable Comfordoyo, and I can see the minority leader who is coming to address us. Ladies and gentlemen, with a shout and a round of applause and with shouts of joy, the Honorable Dr. Atofase.
With his over 70 MPs here today, let us give the MPs a shout out. All the MPs who are here, we are grateful for your presence.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, the leader and the flag bearer of the great NDC. Colleagues, let me also stand on existing protocol to address you. Let me start by saying that on behalf of the NDC Minority Caucus in Parliament, we extend our warm greetings to all of you here in Tamale. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, our country is in a mess, a gargantuan mess, a big fat mess. In fact, Ghana is in trouble. This Akufo-Addo and Bawumia government has been a monumental failure. It has been 8 years and more lies, 8 years of impunity and lawless and crewlessness. It has been 8 years of no jobs and joblessness, 8 years of no hope and hopelessness, 8 years of hardship, misery, and 8 years of taxes, and more tax, 8 years of borrowing, more borrowing, and in fact, over borrowing, 8 years of illegal printing of money at the Bank of Ghana, 8 years of illegality, 8 years of wastage, 8 years of non-performance, 8 years of poor governance, 8 years of massive, uncontrolled corruption and arrogance of power. Ladies and gentlemen, I have heard some Ghanaians say that they are not interested in politics and that they are not going to vote. But let me say, I bet you that you will have a change of mind if you are aware that indeed 11.5 million Ghanaians, representing 33.3% of our people, have been thrown out into extreme poverty due to the bad governance. Where that 8.4 million Ghanaians, representing 24.5% of our people, went without food in the year 2023 within a period of 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will change your mind if you are aware that 2 million Ghanaians are facing acute food and nutrition insecurity, and this is according to the Ghana Statistical Service and the World Bank. You will be sure to note that 35% of our people, particularly youth unemployment, is such that 35% of our people are unemployed, and that 1.9 million of our youth are idling with no work. Is according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will have a change of mind, and you will not say that again if you are aware that out of the 33 million Ghanaians, only about 22 million of our people are jobless. And that too, fact, you will be surprised to know that 4.5 million of our people have completely given up in the search of jobs because of frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will not make that statement again if you are aware that 50% of working condition, and this again is according to the Ghana Human Development Report. Ladies and gentlemen, that statement that I will not be voting because this government has failed, I beg to say that you have a change of mind if you are aware that this MPP government borrowed and overborrowed and have made Ghana bankrupt and insolvent to the extent that even pensioners were forced to accept crude haircut, and that the Bank of Ghana is today bankrupt and policy insolvent, and that the Ghana Cocoa Board has actually collapsed and the cocoa sector is actually collapsing. That with this poor scorecard of President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia, I want to use this opportunity to call on you, fellow countrymen and women, that this is a call to duty. You cannot sit on the fence. We all Ghana a joint effort and the communal labor to rescue our dear country. Thank you. Ghana for Badodo. Amani Resai. Amani Lukwelechu. Dame Pada Mututu Samo in there. Mon join NDC. Niam Francis Apapebi. Yam Fambro Manimu. Baby Oman Rokon. Ayahmutu. In Kankanam Brante. It's Bani Yom Manimu. Siken Yom Manimu. Edumen Yom Manimu. Bebre Wugwana. Neyam Fauban. Hey! Make some noise for Honorable Dr. Akufo-Addo. Oh boy! We are gradually getting to the climax of today's program. And this is the time for my boss, the Chief Executive Officer of the great NDC to speak. This is the time for the General Secretary, the General Secretary, the General Secretary, the General Secretary, hey, the General Secretary of the NDC to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Honorable Fifi Fiabe Kwete. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Honorable.
From Northern Region. As NDC here. MFA. Thank you very much. I want to begin by acknowledging the flag bearer of this great party, the former president and the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and all protocols to thank every single one of you gathered here and all millions of Ghanaians who are listening to us today. First, let me begin by thanking the Northern Regional Executives who have worked very hard to make this program. Allude the planning worked very closely with these executives to make sure that today's program has become such a great program. our beloved country. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana is on her knees. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana is at an all-time low. And all who love this country, and I believe millions of you listening to us love this beautiful country. Therefore, I want to make a call to you. December 7 is not a battle between the NDC and the MPP. No. Please listen to me carefully. NDC, December 7 is a battle between those who love Ghana and those who do not love Ghana. December 7 is a battle that calls all who want the good of Ghana to rally to make sure that MPP is defeated. And that means even members of the NPP. Because I believe that there are still many people in the NPP who know that what has happened over the last 8 years under Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia has been nothing short of the total disgrace and destruction of our country. And I'm making this appeal to you, patriotic members of the NPP. And I know and I see some of you. You need to come together with the good people of Ghana to ensure that Nana Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, Napo are disgraced and defeated on December 7. Hey! It is in me to rest. I don't have a lot of great things to say about your party, but at least I do know that in 8 years of President Kufuor, we did not see this level of destruction. We did not see this level of disgrace. We did not see this level of deception, of total decay of our country. So therefore, it means that there are many of you in the MPP who know what is right. And you need to rally together with the good people of Ghana to ensure that this darkness comes to an end. That this decay comes to an end. That this disgrace comes to an end. That this shamelessness comes to an end. Come December 7. Comrades, if MPP is not defeated on December 7, what we'll be doing is letting them believe that you can destroy a country to any degree. You can corrupt a country to any degree. You can steal and make. You can cause suffering to the people of Ghana. Desperation and hopelessness in drove. MPP will believe that you can do any of that and still win an election. And if that happens on December 7, this country is gone. This country is gone. If you allow MPP to still win after 8 years of this suffering, this disgrace, this total destruction of our country. So therefore, on December 7, it is a battle between Ghana versus MPP. It is not NDC versus MPP. It is Ghana versus MPP. Yes. And they must go on December 7. Of destruction that has happened. And we know that President John Dramani Mahama, who definitely will win through your help and your support, come December 7, is not going to have an easy job come January 7, 2025. But let me tell you why there is hope. John Dramani Mahama is coming from a great tradition. First and foremost, a president who has been inspired by the founder of our country, Kwame Nkrumah. And he's coming from the tradition of a great founder who established this
country and built this country, that this country has become a place of pride. John Dramani Mahama is inspired by Jerry John Rawlings from a place, and together with young patriots started the process that lifted this country, built the infrastructure, and set us on a path of honor and respect again.
Indeed, we have a good history.
John Dramani Mahama is inspired by Atamios, a great president who in 2009 met very great challenges in the economy of Ghana. Inflation was hitting almost 20%. CD had depreciated by over 20%. Our gross domestic reserves had totally collapsed. Our banking sector was in crisis. If what we got deficit was at an all-time high, but through deeds of hard work, through humility, selflessness, and love for country, John Dramani Mahama assisted Prof. Mills to set this country out of that difficulty, and that's a process that has led to 8 years of great achievement for our country. Therefore, John Dramani Mahama comes from a tradition that knows how to resolve problems. If Ghana is in crisis today, there is no good record of taking this country from crisis and setting it on a path of Ezu. But let me tell you, taking out MPP is not going to be easy. Comrades of the NDC and fellow Ghanaians, it's not going to be easy taking them out. The reason is simple. They know that once they are out, this time around, punishment will follow them. They know that they will be prosecuted. They know that their corruption, their greed, their destruction of the country will be punished.
Yes.
And because of that, they are going to do everything possible. So therefore, we need to be extra dedicated. We need to make sure in every polling station, every single one of you is ready to work hard. Open your eyes and ensure that nothing goes wrong. And ensure that the collects. The job ahead is not an easy job. But we promise you, we shall deliver it. All we need of you is to come out to your numbers and ensure that you vote against the darkness that has engulfed our country. The shame that has engulfed. We believe that you will help us to achieve that. And once you do, you trust that we will restore this country again like we have done in the past. We have that history of being nation builders. We have that history of being people who love Ghana, who work hard to make sure we love. Comrades, there's a lot of hard work ahead of us. I want to use the opportunity to thank our 137 members of parliament who continue to work hard on our behalf. I want to single out my brother, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, for the dedicated work he continues to do. We need more patriots, more people who love our country, who are ready to ensure that the hard work gets done. I want to thank our regional chairman and all the executives through the constituencies down to the branches. I want to tell you that your hard work has been great, but it's a 4.5 months to go. Let's finish hard and ensure that we do this for the sake of our country, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our children's children. Hey. And I'm sure we can. Novinho Akoma. Togara to miaba Ghana to koya echo tronga nami machitrio. Tamyawe doga. Miawe bedonda, miaba kuti kuku egbegere miao. Akwenami. Thank you. Thank you.
Akwe. Thank you, General Secretary. The man who is about to address
Douglas was once a general. Joy, but once a general, always a general. In office, politics. Today we call him the Chairman General. And welcome to the microphone, the Honorable Johnson Asiedu Ketia, the National Chairman, the National Chairman, the National Chairman, the National Chairman, the National Chairman of the great NDC. Oh, show some love to General Mosquito. General Mosquito is in Tamale. Show some love.
General Mosquito.
Let me see your flag, the NDC flag. Let them fly.
Oh, look at how beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the incoming President, John Dramani Mahama. Your Excellency, the incoming Vice President and the first Vice President to be of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang. Your Excellency, and my own. So all of you out there, wave your hand. You are all comrades in that struggle.
Show your hands, show your hands, show your hands.
Hey, Zuzu. Today is not a day for long speeches. And I don't intend to make any long speech at all. Today is not a day to convince those who have been converted already and been baptized. The NDC campaign to move to the presidency. So I'm not going to address you. My address is going straight to the presidency. And the occupants of the presidency, His Excellency Akufo-Addo. Why am I saying this? Today of a struggle to decide who becomes the leader of this country. And you all remember that 8 years ago, this country was handed over to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in one piece by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So to those who know the telephone number of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who have any contact to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, please take this letter for him. That 8 years ago, the NDC and President John Dramani Mahama handed over to you a peaceful country in one piece. We are heading towards a crucial election. You are wearing two caps. You are the leader of a party going into this contest, the New Patriotic Party. But more importantly, you are the current leader of Ghana. You are the president, the first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana. So even party unity of making sure that there is a transparent, peaceful elections in Ghana and there is smooth transition to the incoming president without a drop of blood coming out. And so, Mr. President, we have 4 months now to go into elections. As all previous presidents have acted, we have heard you. We have heard your message on the MPP platform. You are delivering as the leader of New Patriotic Party. We are yet to hear a clear message from you, Mr. President, committing yourself to a peaceful, fair, and transparent elections in Ghana, and committing yourself to respect the wishes to hand over power peacefully to whoever is chosen by the good people of the Republic. 4 months is too short. President Rawlings declared his preparedness to hand over power to anybody who wins elections 1 clear year before the elections. President Tamale did the same. President Kufuor did the same. President Mahama did the same. We are ready to hear what you will say over until you hand over to the candidate of your party. We consider it to be platform talk. Come out and speak as a father of the nation. You must set the tone to be peaceful. It must begin from the mouth of you, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. If election is not going to be peaceful, and you want to destroy the country, you want to blow the bridge once you have crossed to an island, let it come from your mouth on a president, on your political platform. We are not MPP people. So we take it that you are addressing your party faithful. Come and speak as President of the Republic of Ghana and give us assurances that you are interested in elections. And when the people decide, you are ready to hand over. Mr. President, we want to urge you to call your appointees to order, to prevent them from abusing the power we have entrusted in them to pursue their political resistance. Mr. President, we beg you, you are the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Your word to the security sector that you are interested in peaceful and transparent elections will be obeyed because you are the Commander-in-Chief. Don't hide under any cover. You are the one giving and tell them that the power of the masses is stronger than any army or police in the whole world. Ezuzu goes to the Council of State and the National Peace Council. We are beginning the contest for power today. You have been established or advising the President of the Republic of Ghana. Stand up and discharge your responsibilities. The nation is in crisis. We are going into a crucial election. Justify the reason why you were put in place. You were not put in place to bootlick the president. You were put in place to advise the president, because we know there will be a time that you will have a president who is recalcitrant. There will be a time that we will have a president who will not listen to the masses. That is why we established the Council of State. Please stand out and be counted. Work now, or you have yourself to blame 5 months from today. Hey! The National Peace Council. Your message is simple. Act according to your name, the Peace Council. We did not establish a Peace Council to be appealing to the emotions of people who have been wrong. We did not establish you to appeal to the oppressed, to guarantee the peace of the oppressor. We established you to speak the truth. Tell whoever is not conducting himself well, whoever is moving on a day to create in peace, and you want to act according to your name, please be proactive. When you see the early warning signs, don't wait for anybody to wake you from your slumber. Stand up, speak out, and be counted by posterity.
Thank you.
The next message, I want to send this straight to the heads of security in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, is the Chief of Defense Staff should form. Where is the IGP? If he is listening, my message to you is simple. The day you were commissioned into leadership of our security services, you swore an oath to protect the interests of Ghanaians. You didn't swear to protect the interests of any regime that is in power for the time being. We know you are working under pressure, but please, you can absorb that pressure and do the right thing for the next 4 months. If you fail on the day of accountability, you will not have the president who is pressurizing now to do the wrong thing to come to your defense. You will be left with yourself and your... So this is the time for positive defiance. You cannot be following wrong instructions under the excuse that power from above, order from above. There is no order from above.
No order from above.
You swear to this country that you will stand up and put your life on the stakes if you fail. So please, we beg you, we trust you. You are the unsung heroes of this, our 4th Republican democracy. Peaceful transitions have happened because you did not look on for wrong things to be done. You defied instructions on the D-Day when you considered the instructions to be wrong and stood up to protect the democracy of this. first message is directed to Nananum of this country. Nananum, the chiefs, we did not insulate your institution from multi-party politics, partisan politics, for no reason. From our past history, if you allow politicians to meddle up with our holy institutions like the traditional councils and paramountcies, join. Please, you have a role to play beyond appealing to us for peace. Stand firm and neutral in this contest, so that if there is a problem and you invite us to adjudicate, we all trust you. If chiefs meddle in politics, then there will be a time politicians will meddle in chieftaincy, and we don't want that. That is why we framed the Constitution to prevent chiefs from engaging in multi-party or partisan politics. Stay holy, stay clean. We know you are under pressure for Nana Akufo-Addo, who want to compromise Europe. Stay clean. Finally, our religious leaders. Religion is a very important structure in nation building. And so in crafting the Constitution, we were very careful to ensure that political parties cannot be formed based on religious denominations. We were careful to ensure that nobody can form a political party based on a religion. The country has stayed peaceful. Nobody has campaigned in this country that religion can become a very, very dangerous force that can destroy a nation. If you mix politics with religion, you have a divided nation that cannot be reconciled upon itself. So we are talking to our colleagues in politics that December this year, we are not going to look for a bishop. We are not going to look for an imam. We have those people already. What we are going to look for is a leader who faces and that leader is President John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you.
Those who know Quran,
Thank you.
go and read the Quran. If you are looking for an imam, the first thing you look for is a truthful person. No religion will accept a liar as their leader. Whether you are Muslim or Christian or Hindu or Buddhist or traditional African religion. So look at the attributes of the choices you are facing and decide. We in NDC believe that President John Dramani Mahama satisfies all the criteria for leadership, whether he is found in the religious circle or whether he is found in the political circle, because he is truthful, he is honest, he listens to the masses.
Hey!
And so This evening, I have come to address this message to these very important leaders of our country, Ghana. Whether Ghana will remain peaceful depends on what happens in Bhutan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And may God bless you. Out of this town. Not every boy, but the crazy one. Otherwise, we will have to chase Okujetu out. So, thank you very much. And may God bless you.
Thank you, General. Thank you, General. So, it is time to praise the Lord and to commit our campaign into the hands of God. Jakalolo is in the house. DJ, let the music flow. Chobody. No, where are the soldiers? Chobody. Tomorrow by this time, DJ. Tomorrow by this time. Let me see your hands up. Your hands up. Like this. Wave it. No, wear the shoes. Wear the socks. Wave it. Let me see your flag. Wave it. Wave it. Come on. To make a way.
Tamale Jubilee Park. And area. So far, a journey feed no yafa the General Secretary of the NDC.
Yes. And yafa
and
National Chairman
from KOD.
KOD, yeah.
And General Secretary and then the Chairman,
Chairman of the NDC.
Well, now I am sure.
Yes.
So in between now and the next, speakers, no, who have former President John Dramani Mahama, because I am sure the only person here, in between, no,
running mate,
the running mate, yes, but so far, who's a general? That's why any general.
Yes, of course. When a letter, a sweet letter to the president.
You call that one sweet?
Oh, yeah, sweet. Maybe irony. Sweet letter to the president. Maybe ironical statement. Okay. But is it, Sir John? One thing runs true. A year from the campaign manager, Pablo, the general secretary of the party, national chairman of the party,
87.9
that almost expect to say free, fair, and transparent elections. We share the motto of the electoral commissioner: a free, fair, and transparent. Okay, letter the national chairman of the NDC Etro Akoma His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or say Tamale Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ebe for mine na yeti asumdriem na basabasa ibie ni o mine mu enti ono so ehwe ni mu se oja o mine ho akono because Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo His Excellency ope 2024 ontiminya president 2024 ontiminya president bio ne time aso ni tenure in fact nimro obedi as president nyina wo Ghana ha nyina bawie nti ontiminya president bio ti say u koba de eze e woni foforo so they say ansa no obeye president wetimi apra be president nti wawie di omune say echem yunu ne so no according to the national chairman of the party echeba ko esu ne say oye president. Okay, and I was say ohwese asumdue ebeba. And of course also another cha say the party
no na me
can see
now according to party no structure. NPP structure now. Leader of the party is now Dr. Mahmoud.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But you see a dual. Because of say or that's who no be perform a certain role. And don't undermine Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency the President of the Republic, influence on the NPP. Don't undermine that. We are so that's it. But I strongly believe, say, as Democrat as the NPP are, Senior John Kufuor a year no ulusu power they are. I was a boko no idea now we jam. And no dear. I don't want to believe say NDC a winning power. Na I say Obimbe so be jam. No, I don't want to believe that because it means see Yamanyo say muda.
Akoma FM
From 92 IJ Kamamika even Jeremiah John Rawlings or transitive from a military leader or a coup plotter and winner or victor because 1979 and 78 or bad sister nimu pa the first coup against Hillary man a man for Freno the bloodless one and a successful coup bloodless one so that even though a champion with the normal share trade here so that say but we yin nim pa no Hillary man you be yin free ho
Akoma FM 87.9
or sorry free so boko LED Provincial National Defense Council PNDC from 1981 to a year 1992 you free you transitive from military rule under decree a core constitutional rule you nya your fourth Republican a year constitution 2000 na memo bewie the 8-year tenure as enshrined under Article 51 or so of the 1992 Constitution.
87.9 Kumasi.
Wenyanu yebia. Oje muboko. Apostle Bede. Ubeji. Oje muboko. Edema. His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor. And that was the first time a MPP as a party a winning election. Of course, Tamwa MPP elusu 2008 election to the NDC. The late Professor John Evans Atamels, after 8 years in opposition, they win election for the first time with the NDC. 2012 Fufi Antwata Ena Ujemu. Just about 3 or 5 months to elections in Ujemu. John Dramani Mahama ebe pick from there. 2012 election on tiase amano e call the Supreme Court. Emma Supreme Court established confirm a year yisi no declaration of the 2012 elections in 2013. 2016 John Dramani Mahama elusu elections no. As a one-term president. Ujim Emma Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and so day and in the MPP eba power. I'm not expecting anything different. Say Koba say MPP elusu a year 2024 elections now. Omo NGM.
Right. So very soon the running mate the former president John Dramani Mahama Jane Nana Pukwajiman ebe kasa. So we share live with Facebook page or corner one mount the stage na fe akasa. So in the next maybe 10-20 seconds yebeko na yakofa Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman.
thank you, thank you. Let's get ready to listen to the first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana in 2025. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all very much. And my thanks goes to the chiefs and people of the northern part of our country, especially those in Tamale. You have given us a good welcome, and we are very grateful. As all our members, and even our admirers too, we are very happy and grateful for your presence. Oh, NDC, you do all. You've all done very well. We are very grateful. Thank you so much. Greetings to the people of Tamale. It's always a joy to be in Tamale. But you know, today I'm here for a special reason. This is the first time I'm addressing our launch. And again, I'm very grateful for it. We, as a country, things are not working. We know that whether we are unable to pay our debts, whether our currency is depreciating, whether we are having a haircut. And let me explain. The haircut has affected our pensioners, but the haircut has also affected the quality of our education. Our education has also received a haircut. The quality of our health care, it has also affected even the quality of our roads and the quality of our businesses. So this is very, very serious. Whether it is about the cost of living, whether it is about unemployment, whether it is about our children not having nutritious meals because we can no longer afford them. Ladies and gentlemen, whether all these things are happening, we know that they affect everyone without discrimination. But we also know that they affect women more than men. Is that true or not? You know that when there's just one mushroom left, you have to turn it into a palatable meal for everyone to enjoy. You know, when the children are sick, go to any hospital and see those who bring the patients. It's a woman who do so. When a family member is ill, it's always a woman who stays by the patient. So when things are not working, we feel it more. However, we are also the ones who don't earn that much. We are also the ones who don't generally stay in school for that long. So what should happen? What should His Excellency John Dramani Mahama do? He has talked very long and hard about this problem. He has been in government before. He has handled this country before. He might not have been perfect, but we all know that he did the best he could. Entire northern section of our country, for giving the NDC, for giving Ghana, a person who prioritizes truth over lies, a person who doesn't give false promises, a capable, highly competent, truthful, respectful leader in the person of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We have tried him. We have tried him, and he's coming with new policies. And those who make comparisons, you don't compare unlike things. Don't compare his performance and his achievements with what this current government is giving us is by comparing cassava to oranges or cassava to lemon. There is no commonality among them. So we are very happy and grateful that His Excellency did not give up on this country, but that He's with this country. And this time, we must all ensure that when He's done the hard work, when all of us have supported in doing the hard work, this country does not return to such a status again. And we are counting on all of you. We are counting on all of us to ensure that we redeem this country, we rescue this country, we stabilize this country, and make us all proud to be Ghanaians who are suffering so much. He thought long and hard about it, and he came up with a brilliant idea. So a man who is announced them. So what does he want to do? Also, I don't know there are up and then Messiah for me and Busana show. Na year corner year, but the baby what work do women mostly do in this country? As a papa Ponyazuton. We don't need huge capital. Some will need that, but the vast majority don't. Somebody wants a little money to bake bread. Somebody wants a little money to set up the company, goes to the bank. And what does bank manager say? Bank manager is also under instruction. So we are not angry with him. He's doing his work. So he asked the lady, go and bring the papers to your house. We don't have the houses. We don't have property. Go and bring the collateral. Go and bring the documents on your land, the estate houses you have built. So what is the solution of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to solve this problem? What he's saying is that he will set up a women's development bank. Are the women here? Are the women here? Are we listening? We are the ones who take care of the children. We are the ones who take care of the home. We are the ones who make sure that everybody is at peace. And when there's peace at home, there's peace in the community, there's peace in the country. So this bank is to serve the interest, is to ensure that we can reach as many women as possible. Some need a small amount of money, as I say. So how will this bank operate without a collateral? The bank will operate by looking at the amount of money 1 million
women
and
to be empowered.
And what do they bring? All we are saying is that if it's a small amount and you came for 4,000, 5,000, you bring us back just the 4,500, 5,000. Don't bring any interest. Because a lot of the women are forced to go to loan sharks, and if you go to them, they give you 2,000.